Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? I am OnePuffWonder, and welcome to episode number 4 of No Bank, No Problem. In the last episode, we did some Tombs of a Masket, severely undergeared by the way, to unlock the Divine Rune Pouch. We also went into the Wilderness to do Major Arena 2, and to do the Wilderness Diaries up to the hard tier. In this episode, we'll be doing the last bit of prep work in order to start our giant mole grind. Basically, all we have left to do is the Faldor Hard Diary. If we scroll through the list of tasks and requirements, the only thing we're missing is a few quests and a few Slayer levels. The quests shouldn't take very long, and if you remember from my previous videos, I really enjoy questing on a UIM. The Slayer level, however, that'll take some time. We need 72 Slayer to kill a skeletal wyvern, and we're currently only level 65. If you know anything about RuneScape level scaling, that means we essentially have to get double the XP we currently have. So since that'll take the longest, I figure we get it out of the way first. Before we start training Slayer, I want to imbue the Black Mask, so let's head to Nightmare Zone and do that. I debated on doing PvP Arena. I know there was an exploit to getting like super quick imbue scrolls, but I think that might be patched. Either way, I'm more comfortable with Nightmare Zone and I want AFK, so without further ado, let's go! Since this is our first time doing Nightmare Zone, we'll have to get points for absorption, so I just chose 5 easy bosses that only use melee and we can protect melee against them, and we'll just use our crystal plus the bofa. When we actually use the absorptions, we'll switch to melee gear, that way we're not using up all the charges in our crystal armor. Big shout out to the Shazian Force ones, by the way. You know what, let's stop this dream, grab some overloads, and we'll finish off the prayer potions with OVs. I should probably clarify that the crystal armor only loses charges when you take damage off prayer, so when we do the absorption method, that's all we'll be doing is taking damage off prayer. That's why it doesn't matter so much right now. Okay, a little over an hour and a half later, we got just over 400,000 points at a rate of 240k points per hour. For XP, we were getting 80,000 range XP. We gained a total of 133k, but let's switch to melee. Before we do, I want to grab a defender. I don't know why I didn't grab a dragon defender before. I actually checked the Slayer point reward shop, and I've already unlocked Malevolent Masquerade, which means we can get a Slayer helm, and a dragon defender, a Slayer helm, and a dragon battle axe make a stash unit, so I have no idea why I didn't make that earlier, but yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll start with 500 tokens, and surely that'll be enough. We've gotten a dragon defender before, so we can just go right to the basement. Oh, there it is. Okay, dragon defender. How many kills did that take us? 62, so almost half the drop rate. Right on, let's go. Probably should have been using one while we were getting our defender, but you can get a dragon dagger here in Prifddinas instead of using a diamond to get it in Zenaris like you do in the early game. But yeah, let's go head back to Nightmare Zone and grind out the points to imbue our Black Mask. Nightmare Zone is a safe death, by the way, so we're going to suicide to Hespori to clear a room in the inventory. This time we're adding the Dream Enter bosses. I think I called them the Lunar Diplomacy bosses last time, but yeah, it should be more points per hour. Well, I think I'm going to end the Rumble a little early. We were only getting 179k points per hour, which is like 60k less than we were getting with the Crystal. I don't know if it's because my gear's trash or if it's the Dream here. I'll show you exactly what bosses I have. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know. Either way, we'll switch back to the Crystal and the Bofa. It costs a bit of prayer potions, but that's no big deal. We got a lot to burn. Yeah, this is what I have for bosses, so just let me know if I, added something wrong, but I'm thinking it's just because we're not doing a lot of DPS with the melee gear. Oh, there it is, 1.25 million points. So we did one full trip in between now and the last clip, which means we did 3 total with the Bofa. For prayer potions, we used 17 the first trip, 16 the second, and 4.5 this last trip. Which means we used the 37.5 total to get the points we needed to imbue the Black Mask. Okay, that was the last of our overloads. Our per potion to overload ratio actually ended up pretty good, but let's finally imbue this Black Mask. So upgrades, imbue for 125. Let's go. We still have just about 250,000 points left over for when we come back with the Suffering. Completely forgot to mention earlier, but the Black Mask alone offers a 15% accuracy and damage boost to melee, but when you imbue it, it extends that to range and mage as well. And like I mentioned earlier, we already had Malevolent Masquerade unlocked, which I didn't realize, so if we trade Crystallia, we buy one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, what else? One of these and one of them. Then we just use these on the Black Mask, which I still have equipped. Hold on. Now we use that on the mask and Slayer Helm acquired. Let's go. The 15% boost to damage and accuracy when on a Slayer task does stack with the Crystal Armor, so we won't be using the Crystal Helm, which is a 5%. However, it's untradeable, so we can't store it in the looting bag. It'll be a permanent inventory slot till we decide to drop it. The reason we're keeping the Crystal Helm, at least in the short term, is because we'll be off task for Mole the entire time, and if we decide to do Bandos right after, we'll also use this helmet. Before we do our first task, I want to suicide really quickly, that way we can pull out our Toadflax Seeds and Dragon Scimitar in case we get a melee task, and I want to plant these in between tasks. And just for reference, we're starting with 2,256 toad flax and 752 seed. Let's see, what does Duradel have for our first task? 179 hellhounds, not bad. I actually really like the AFK tasks like fire giants, hellhounds, etc. And not 20 minutes into the first task, we have our first crasher. Welcome back to Slayer, Puff. There we go, we finally got a hard clue. That's at, geez, like it's a 1 in 62 or something like that. KC 150. I was almost gonna go check the bank. We're on step number 5, and we got a Rune Heraldic Helm step. And if I recall correctly, we've got in the treasure chest at home, I think we have a single Rune Heraldic Helm, but let's go double check. Hey, look at that, we actually do. Okay, sweet. So a Rune Spear we can just get on Mount Cruelum, not Chemo, yeah, Cruelum, and the plate legs we can just buy, so let's do this. Okay, this is step 5. Is it a casket? We'll see. It is a casket. Okay, sweet. And we also brought a couple planks so we can build the stash unit. I did, however, forget nails, so I'll be right back. Take 2. We'll build the stash unit and store our stuff. Let's see what we get. And it's nothing good. Okay, well, let's take a look at the log. That way we have an idea of what we have. Really, it's less than 10 items, I think, that I've knocked off. We don't have any D'hide boots, as you can tell by the Shazium Force 1s. The only piece of blessed D'hide we have is a Bandos top. Hold on, where? Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, we'll scroll through. Really nothing to be said besides that Bandos top. And that's about it so far. That was hard clue number 16 on the account, by the way. We just finished our first task, and don't worry, I'm not going to show you me getting a new one every single time. I just wanted to show you the prayer XP I got from that. So that 5k was just from scattering the ashes I got from the Hellhounds. 5k might not sound like a lot, but over time it will add up to a significant amount of XP. And I am aware of that one spell that gives you extra XP for scattering ashes that's on the Arceus spellbook, but we don't have Wrath Runes unlocked yet. Another Hellhound task, another hard clue. Now this one has a step in the wilderness. You can do these by death piling, and you can make exceptions, but I'm just not going to do it. I can't be bothered right now. In typical fashion, I just missed level, but that's 66 Slayer. What the hell is even that? I was not expecting that. Hold on, I need to look up the rarity. I didn't even look at these guys' drop table before this. Man, that's like a 1 in 1k. What the fuck? I was just complaining about what a shitty task this was, and we've only killed, like, let's see, 30 elves. Jesus, we're lucky. Right, well, that's the last kill of the task. Still in shock that we got that, but yeah, we can either trade that in for 150 shards, or we can just drop it over to the main, and I'm gonna drop it over to the main. We still have over 16,000 charges in each piece of our armor, so there's no point in holding on to it. We will just go over to Mr. OnePuffWonder, drop this, yes, I'm sure, enjoy. Okay, we're not gonna miss the level this time because I'm a good YouTuber, and there it is, 67 Slayer. Oh, apparently that's also 1975, 25 more to go till 2k total. In case you were wondering what this big ugly yellow line is, I'm using a plugin called NPC Aggression Timers. So it tracks the time that the NPCs will be aggressive as well as the area. So if we step out of here, those guys who weren't attacking us before, they're now back on us again. I'll be heading to bed right away, so let's take a look at all the XP we got today. I didn't reset this tracker after Nightmare Zone, so we got 182,000 hit points XP, 59,000 attack XP, 37,000 to farming, and just over 100k into Slayer. Good morning, gamers. It is Wednesday, November 30th, update day, and oh boy, what an update this is. Jagex has increased the XP rewards you get for Master and Grandmaster quests, so let's go collect that. There's a few NPCs we can talk to, then Purdue and Lumbridge, so I will show you the various locations that you can collect your lamps. Okay, so the first one is this mysterious stranger here. If you've completed the night at the theater, which we have not, he'll give you some lamps, and then you head over west. This is where you reclaim the Draken's Medallion if you've lost one. Come through here into the trap door, go down into the basement, and the NPC we're looking for is Ivan Strom, I believe. Let's talk to him. I have something that belongs to you. He gave me, oh yeah, okay, Tome of Experience, perfect. So the next person we're gonna go to is this fellow right here, Radimus Urkel. So this is in the Legends Guild right here. Best way to get here is a fairy ring. If you don't have those, you can just run, well, you know what, you'd have a fairy ring by the time you do Legends Quest anyways. So yeah, talk to Radimus Urkel. That's a juicy amount of lamps, right on. And the final NPC is right here, Mr. Purdue, the old hunchback. So he's actually spawns in various locations around the map, but the easiest way to get to him is here in Lumbridge, just in the corner of the castle. So we just started the day. Our XP tracker is currently blank, so I'm going to redeem all the rewards. Normally I put things directly onto Herblore, but 90 Herblore is really my main goal, and we'll be able to get that with the brews. So I think if I have the option between Herblore and Prayer, I'm going to put it into Prayer, because I'd love to unlock Rigor without actually having to bury and use bones on altars. So yeah, we'll redeem those, and I'll see you in a moment. Ooh, I'll get a clip of this. There's a lot to unpack there, but at least I can look back and kind of figure out exactly where we got our levels. I also took a screenshot of our stats before and after so we can compare. I think that's the only level we got, actually. It was 72 prayer, but I'll compare my stats. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, after all that, that is in fact the only level we got. But regardless, that's still a lot of XP, and it's nice for Jagex to grandfather everybody in. Also important that I mentioned that we're only at 117 quest points, so that's not the maximum amount of XP that you can get. We got a total of 379k, and I think people like who have completed all quests got somewhere around 1 million. Hey, there's our third ancient shard. That'll allow us to build the arc light. That's a weapon that gives us 70% accuracy and damage boost to demons. It's stored in a master stash unit with the amulet of the damned, which we get from the Shades of Morton minigame. So I guess I'll look up a quick guide, or I'll talk to somebody and figure out how to do that, and then we'll get back to Slayer. That's the end of the task. Before we do Shades of Morton, let's build a stash unit and store our Slayer Helm and Defender to clear up some inventory spaces. Oh, for 200k, we just buy a Dragon Battle Axe from this fellow right here. Then we come to the Warriors Guild, and with a gold leaf, 2 mahogany planks, and 10 nails, we can build a stash unit and store all 3 items. A level 73 prayer from burning the fire remains. Let's go. I'm not going to go into depth in the method I use for Shades of Morton. It's essentially a mini game where you burn shade remains, get keys, open chests for rewards. You can get things like split bark, blood bark, but what we're going for is the amulet of the damned. We're going for silver keys, which is a 1 in 15 rate to get the amulet. I'd never really done this before. I was told how to do it by my friend Soj. Really not much to say. I didn't enjoy it, so I'm not going to show a bunch of clips. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, finally. Okay, you know what, I say finally, but I think we were under rate. We got it, 12 silver keys. Oh, okay, never mind, it splits it up, so we were a little dry, but yeah, I did not enjoy that. I recorded a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to show it. It's kind of boring, so let's grab Arclight, build a stash unit, get back to Slayer. Okay, we just used Darklight on the altar with the 3 in our inventory. Yes, we created it, only 1,000 charges to start, and conveniently the stash unit is right here. So we build that, and we can store these 2 for future use. 68 Slayer. Hey, we got a casket. What do we got? Nothing good. Casket? Casket. Well, that's a unique dual Psi and Rune Defender ornament kit, the Gilded Ornament Kit. Let's get our 50th task from Konar. I do have 30 points, so we can skip if necessary. So let's just hope she's good to us for these first couple. Fire Giants on the Isle of Souls. I don't know how bad that'll be. Should we risk it? Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, let's risk it. We're gonna skip this. Come on. Jellies in the Fremennik Slayer Dungeon. That's not terrible. Okay, sweet. Oh, I forgot these exist. Brimstone Key. Another casket. Vandal's Plate Legs. And that's the last kill. Well, that turned to be a pretty decent task. Let's go turn in. We got 3 Brimstone Keys, so let's turn those in. And I've decided I'm going to do Monkey Madness 2. Probably be in our best interest once we hit 69 Slayer. Depending on the task, if it's something in the catacombs, I might just, you know, try to finish off this totem instead. But yeah, I figure we'll do Monkey Madness 2. That way, if we get a Black Demon task before we hit 72, we have a chance of getting a Zenite. Because a Suffering it would be better now than, you know, than not getting it before Mole or Bandos or anything like that. But yeah, let's go turn in these keys quickly, and then we will see what we get. Right, from the 3 keys we get, for the first one, a bunch of Pure Essence, gonna drop that. Bunch of coal, gonna drop that. And Magic Logs. Probably gonna drop that as well. Oh, and also, okay, yeah, so we got that big point boost from the 50th Slayer task. Received 270 points. I don't think I haven't checked, but I don't think we have Bigger and Badder unlocked. That's the perk that allows you to get superiors. It should be, where is that? Oh, we do have it unlocked, but we just didn't get any superiors during our Bloodveld or Jelly task. What I will unlock, however, is Reptile Got Ripped. So this allows Slayer Masters to assign us Lizardmen, which will allow us to passively work towards getting a Dragon Warhammer. I don't have the Corendon Cabos Elite. I can't remember if it's the Elite or Hard. I think it's the Elite that allows you to wear the Slayer Helm instead of Shazian, so we won't get the boost from the Slayer Helm, but at least we'll be working towards it. Awesome, we got Hellhound, so that'll take us to 69 Slayer. We can do that in the Catacombs, so I'm going to stay for the full task, or if I get a totem, then we'll go do Monkey Madness 2. But if I finish the task without getting the totem, I guess we'll just drop the pieces for inventory space during the quest. Enjoy the scraps, you oh, yo, look at that already. Hey, I haven't restarted the kill tracker, so it's not going to tell us exactly how many you killed, but oh, yeah, just looking at the amount that are left, that was like the first, like, fucking 20. Jesus. Okay, sweet. So after this task, we'll go kill Skatizo, but we'll get another task. Maybe if we get a Greater Demon or Black Demon, that counts as on task, so we'll see if we can get the boost. Casket? Casket. We get nothing. Alkables. Casket? Casket. Let's go. Okay, we get a Rune Heraldic Shield. I can't remember if I've got one. I don't think so. So that's actually pretty good because that'll be used in a clue step later. Yeah, that's good. That's our first shield. So it's solo storable. We'll take that out. And it's actually used for 2 clue steps. One with a stole and one with a mystic top casket. And a master clue. Very doubtless that we can do this. Or sorry, I doubt we can do this. Let's see. Lovekenge, we can do that. Varrock, we can do that. Wilderness, we are not doing that. 95 hit points, feeling very healthy. In game, I'm actually kind of sick in real life right now. And there's 69 Slayer. That means we can do Monkey Madness 2. That also ties Slayer for our lowest skill with fletching. Nothing in the way of new monsters unlocked. But yeah, we're going to finish this task and then check and see if we can get a Greater Demon or a Black Demon task to use this totem for Skatizo. Either way, we're going to kill Skatizo after, then do Monkey Madness 2. Ooh, that Rune Heraldic Shield already getting put to good use. Perfect. Casket. And we get, hold on. Whoa, that is that is bad. Oh my god. Okay, Duradel, be good to me. Black Demons, please. Dagonoths. That's okay. Okay, we'll do Monkey Madness 2. Let's go. Actually, what am I saying? Let's go kill Skatizo first. Here's the setup. I'm gonna range him the entire time. I'm bringing the arc light so we can one-shot the pillars around the room, and the Amulet of the Damned has to stay in the inventory the entire time until we put these back in the stash unit together. There we go. Okay, down he goes. Skatizo champion. You get that from 1KC. Okay, time for the longest death animation in the entire game, and we get Mahogany Planks, Infernal Ashes, Clue Scroll Hard, and Ancient Shard. This could be our casket. It is our casket. Cool. What do we get? Is that a new... Oh, no, we got the Cerato and Plate Legs, and that's a new page. Cool. The Plate Legs we put in here, and just a reminder, you can't take anything out till you have the full set. And as for the pages, in the lighthouse here, we can talk to Josic, hit rewards, and he'll give us the book. We can just add the pages as we go, and it'll remember the exact amount of pages. So in here, we have... Oh my god, I think I just finished that. Wait, yeah, I did. Nice. Yeah, that's the Book of Darkness completed. Cool. See, we have 2. I have double-checked the requirements. We're definitely good to go. So without further ado, let's start Monkey Madness 2. Monkey Madness 2 completed. Some big XP drops there. We got 4 quest points, 80k Slayer XP, 60k Agility XP, 50k Thieving, and 50k Hunter XP. We also can roam Ape Atoll now without having to use a Gree and communicate with monkeys without the amulet. We also get access to demonic gorillas, which is the main reason we did this. Hey, Puff from the future narrating this last bit. I'm actually going to wrap the episode up, and I'll tell you why in a second. Hey, so weird spot to jump to, right? Well, that's because I made a big mistake and completely forgot that I needed Prospector for the Feldor Hard Diary. So that's where we are right now. I've recorded a bunch of clips up till this point, which I'll include in the next episode, but I feel like this is a good stopping point. The video's already like 17 minutes, and I want to keep them in between 10 and 20 minutes. If longer videos are something you want, definitely let me know in the comments. The goal was to get to Mole by the end of this episode, but with me having to get Prospector, if I want to get this video out by Monday, which is tomorrow, then that's just not possible. 100% my fault for not being thorough and realizing that we needed Prospector, but I promise we'll get to Mole next episode. I'm sorry if you're disappointed. This is currently the last thing we have to do, and looking back on all the clips I recorded for this upcoming episode, it's going to be a really fun one. But with all that being said, once again, thank you so much for all the support. It really means the world to me. I hope you'll stick around because I'd love to have you, and we'll see you on the next episode of No Bank, No Problem. Peace!